this week's medical news, smart contact lenses with embedded electronics just got a lot more practical. Korean researchers have designed a stretchable contact lens that can monitor glucose without distorting the wearer's vision. The device contains all the electronic components needed to wirelessly receive power, monitor glucose levels, and generate an LED display within your vision while maintaining the soft, stretchable, and transparent qualities of a contact lens that people might actually be willing to wear. Many people with type 1 diabetes must monitor their glucose throughout the day with finger stick blood tests. A contact lens equipped with tear-collecting sensors would provide a non-invasive alternative, a way to passively track a health condition without having to constantly think about it. In the prototype, segments of rigid electronic components include circuits, antennas, LEDs, and sensors. They're all isolated into little islands interconnected by stretchable conductors. Between the islands is a soft, elastic material. The pattern, which looks a bit like spots on a giraffe, distributes mechanical strain that protects the electronics from being deformed when the contact lens is handled by the user. The group also managed to match the refractive qualities of the islands and the elastic material, minimizing the scatter of light and improving transparency. When the user's glucose levels are normal, the LED light stays on. And when levels move out of the normal range, the light turns off. The researchers say they plan to link the device to a software app that will also indicate glucose levels. In the future, this new smart contact lens design could be applied to other medical applications, such as drug delivery. For the glucose monitoring application, though, the hope is for commercialization within the next 5 years. For the first time, researchers have used the cloning technique that produced Dolly the sheep to create healthy monkeys, bringing science an important step closer to being able to do the same with human beings. Since Dolly's birth back in 1996, scientists have cloned nearly 24 kinds of mammals. This includes dogs, cats, pigs, cows, and polo ponies, and have also created human embryos with this method. But until now, they've been unable to make babies this way in primates, the category that includes monkeys, apes, and of course people. In the paper released by the journal Cell, researchers announced that they have successfully created 2 monkeys. Cloning of humans is now theoretically possible, but no researchers plan to tackle that yet due to the ethical side of the argument. In a move that could bring upon the planet of the apes, though, the goal is to create lots of genetically identical monkeys for use in medical research. The process is still very inefficient. It took 127 eggs and 79 embryos to get the 2 babies. Still, the approach succeeded where others had failed. The Chinese researchers said cloning of fetal cells could be combined with gene editing techniques to produce larger numbers of monkeys with certain genetic defects that cause disease in people. The animals could then be used to study such diseases and test treatments. The researchers said their initial targets will be Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. Of course, the familiar image of human cloning that involves making a copy of someone already grown is a long, long way off, but it might be possible someday. At the moment, because of safety and ethical concerns, federal regulators in the U.S. would not allow making a human baby by cloning, and international scientific groups also oppose the practice. Over the past year, Instagram feeds have been clogged with footage of the magic that goes on down at Kelly Slater's Barrel Factory. It's a marvel of engineering. But since Kelly revealed the project back in December of 2015, not much has been released about the technology that has made this wave come to life. Science magazine recently took up the torch to break down the mechanics of the wave-producing machine. The article explains how Kelly first approached Adam Finkham, a fluid mechanics specialist at the University of South California. That was back in 2006, and then the duo started working on producing the wave in a laboratory wave tank. Finkham's team soon transferred the lab findings to the Surf Ranch, a rectangular pool that was originally an artificial water skiing lake. The hydrofoil-like device, kind of a vertically oriented, curved, stubby airplane wing thing, sits in the water just a few meters deep. It's attached to a contraption that's the size of a few train cars, and with the help of more than 150 truck tires and cables, runs down a track for the length of the pool at up to 30 kilometers per hour. This creates a wave that stands more than 2 meters tall. The pool's bottom, which has the springy feel of a yoga mat, has different slopes in different parts, and the contours determine when and how the wave breaks. The patents also describe actuators in the hydrofoil that make it possible to adjust the size and shape of the wave to suit different skill levels. For more awesome footage, visit kswaveco.com. Oh, KFC loves a good PR stunt, and I have to say I'm okay with it as long as they cleverly involve gadgets. The fast food chain recently announced that its new India-only smoky grilled wings will come packaged in a box with detachable drone parts. Although customers will have to look up instructions online, well, they can eventually assemble the box and its parts to turn it into a Bluetooth-connected drone. The company's calling the box a KFO, or Kentucky Flying Object, and was only available on January 25th and 26th in India. KFC has previously launched lots of gadgets, most of which were available in Asia, where American fast food chains are historically considered a place to splurge for family occasions. Apparently, the U.S. isn't a very gadget-receptive market, or maybe they don't like actual flying chicken wings. Who knows?